Hello and happy Monday. I got an in-house band now. I got a band, a little band out of Ohio called 9 Inch Nails. Got a new camera, and we're gonna figure this camera out. I promise you. This guy, Trent Reznor, is fronting up the band. Remote doesn't work all that well, but happy Monday. This is going to be demonetized because of this. IDGAF. Yeah, NIN IDGAF. Because this is better than that. All right. I thought the remote would work if I want to turn it up or turn it down. You know. This is excellent. Oh, my neighbors used to hate me when I lived in a third floor condo. And I blared this all the time, man. They hated me, and I don't blame them. That I gave them a reason. You want to hate me? I'll give you a reason. You're gonna have a lot of reasons. Happy Monday. Good to see everybody. I'm happy to see Mike, Mark, Jason, Patty. Patty's here right on the dot. Brandon Carr. Tim, good to see you. Alan, good to see you. Did everyone get their Rapture shirt? I didn't get a shirt. Number one's here. Hello, number one. Ron, Phil, Death Bus was great. I loved it. Oh, thank you, Rob. I also got a compliment from a good friend of mine today on that. So that was fun. That was nice. You know, we appreciate it. Me and Beef Daddy both appreciate it. So thank you. Yeah, that was a crazy experience, and I would love to create more. And I hopefully will, because that was a lot of fun. I got crying dogs going on. We got 2 crying dogs. If they're going to be crying, I'm not going to be sweating it, so they can just go off. I'm just letting you know that if there's a whimper in the background, it's either producer Jill regretting her decision to marry me, or it's these dogs, or both. You know, that happens. That's been known to happen. Christopher Bowers, good to see you. I love the Rapture shirts. Need to do some alteration on mine, though. It's too long for me. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if Mitch is going to be here, but he should hear that. What's up? Long time since I got alive. I don't know what to call your name. So there you go. Producer Jill, 1 foot out the door. Maybe. I don't know. She's obviously has to hear me every Monday, you know, blah, blah, blah. So that's what about this camera? I got a new camera. It's nice. I think it's better. I'm happy that we got it. And it was a pretty good purchase. So I'm very happy. Anyway, let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket. Mitch might not be here, but his IPA is. And what is this? This is a what? What is that? What is that? I can't even see. Axum IPA. We're gonna pour this into my mouth. $6.40 for American Psycho plus shipping is close to my prediction of $7.50. It is 750 copies of it. We'll take a look at it tonight. I want to know what you guys think of the art. To me, I don't know. I like the art. Let me just say that. But I think a lot of people, it's not going to be everybody's jam. It feels to me like another Silence of the Lambs from Subterranean Press. So I just think that Is it not up? What? I had it up. You know what? I can easily find it. Oh, I don't even have my emails anymore. So okay, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. I had it up, but you know what? We can get it. Yeah, here it is. So this is a little thing. So when I was looking at this, do you think Suntop will ever do an American Psycho? I hate it. You hate the art. Oh, Axum is awesome. That's what I had a keg of. Oh man, that's awesome, Mike. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Jason, I think you're going to be. I think a lot of people are going to be in your camp, not digging it because it is. It's kind of like it's also given me Firestarter, the PS edition of Firestarter with Dave McKean art, which I really liked, but a lot of people came out for it and they were like, guns blazing here. So this is the Folio Society edition. Ready to meet Mr. Bateman? He's arriving in 14 hours. So here is some of that art. I mean, I like it. I think it's super creepy. I think it shows a certain level of manic happiness and alterations and the plasticity of appearance. And so I don't know. I like it, but I don't think it's going to be everyone's cup of tea, cup of coffee. I gotta, for some reason, I have to get out of that page to go to the right page. So I clicked the link, and here is where you land. So there's the art. I think I saw more art. So here's, this is the artist, Abandon All Hope. Look, so this is David Hughes's art. It's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it will be received. That's the actual art in the book right here. Oh gosh, this is so silly. Walking a dog. I'm not going to play that. I'm just not going to do it. It comes with Patrick Bateman's business card. Very cool. I didn't know Bret Easton Ellis looked just like. Oh man. Who's the actor who played Jason Bateman? Patrick Bateman, Jason Bateman. Man, I'm just mashing it all up. Christian Bale, right? Yes, Christian Bale. Looks just like him. So I don't know what you all think of the art, though. It's very, I don't know. Yeah, there's that art from the teaser there. I like it. I dig it. I like the blood splatter. $640 ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna. I like the pinstripe interior of the tray case, but $640 ain't gonna happen. And I wonder how this will do with that art. I think the art. I mean, I shouldn't say anything. I've never read American Psycho. I want the Centipede Press edition, but I'll never get it. and this is, half the price of the Centipede Press one. I think the last time I saw it was like $1,200 for that on the secondary. I don't know. I don't know if Suntop will do it. I don't know. I'm passing on this. It's over $200 too high. The art needs to be super clean, like Patrick's perception of himself. But is it his perception of himself or his reality? That insanity. But you can make a case for art that starts out clean and tight and then kind of gets more chaotic toward the end. I don't know. I hate tea and that art. Yeah, that's funny. Good evening, Lance. Good to see you, Mark. I said hi to you, Mark. I did. That's a pass for me. I would pass on it based on the art. The construction of the book seems incredibly weak. The box is worse. You think so? And hello, I don't know if I know you, if I've seen you here before, but welcome. I don't know if it's hard to tell from the prototype photos, but it could be pretty damn sturdy. The case. This is like kind of crazy how deep that hollow is. It could be one of the most exquisite things you've ever held. I just don't have that kind of money sitting around. And to be honest with you, it's over $200 and I'm priced out. And I don't know. I really wanted it. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys seen? You've all seen The Silence of the Lambs. It was I guess it was something of a flop for Subterranean Press. At least the numbered was. I do know that a lot of people complained about the art, and the only thing I can find on the website is the cover. But that's Hannibal Lecter, of course, wearing the mouth guard thing. It's out of print. Mitch, you fantastic bastard. This is really good, Mike. A keg of this, sitting out on the deck in the summer with a keg of this, nice and cold. Oh. Greetings, Stephen Wales Jr. Good to see you. I have the signed Easton of American Psycho, so that's good enough for me. At 640, mine's totally void of any art. Unfortunately, not even the early single full-page art many Eastons have. Oh well. His world is similar to that of Francis from The Butcher Boy. You truly don't know what's really true. Yeah, and I assumed that would be the case. That's why David Lupton's art. Can you indulge me for a second in this real quick? I have to probably share it. That's why I think. So anyway, this is The Silence of the Lambs. Is a long time ago, and people hated it. And who did the art? Oh yeah, hand lettering by Dave McKean. Illustrations. Oh, Dave McKean did the lettering. That's cool. Marshall Arisman? I don't know. So, David Lupton doing the art. And I got a remark. One of the few remarks. Oh, and it was remarked and signed. Yeah, I got to geek out on this. I got to look at it. Wait a second. I thought it was, probably in the front. Yeah. Signed by Patrick McCabe as well. Oh, but that's why I think this one particular piece in that David did. Now when he illustrated Butcher Boy, he drew the pigs as Francie saw them. Francie Brady saw everybody as these pigs. They got to pay the pig toll tax. And this one picture, if you've read Butcher Boy, this right here, I think this picture is brilliantly done. For me, that is a balance of both what Francie is experiencing and what we could see from the outside. I love it, man. Just a brilliant artist, and I will always treasure my butcher boys. If I can just put it back, yeah. So anyway, I mean, in the Instagram pictures from January 18th, the top and bottom of the back have different curvatures. It's poorly constructed back. In the December 23rd photos, the inside of the box is bleeding out. I mean, they could be for they could be just prototype. But you're right. I mean, if you're going to put that out there as an example of the craftsmanship and a reason to chalk down, $650, then you better have it all buttoned up. You're right. I mean, if you gotta be convincing. Also, the leather is not compensated, not a finish one, except for the price, honestly. Okay. Well, I mean, I think I'm going to, obviously pass on it. But if Folio wants to send me one, so here's what they could do. Folio could send me one and I could share it with everybody. And, convince people of the quality, if that's the case. By the way, I love your videos, man. Didn't know you made live streams. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It is a lot of fun to do the videos and just talk books. Appreciate it. Folio Perdido Street Station was $605. Way too much. Yeah. Is that China Melville? Earthling tomorrow, everyone. Yes, Earthling tomorrow. We're going to have us a very cool release. A Different Darkness. Now, I don't know who this author is. Never read Luigi. But this is going live tomorrow. And what's really cool is you could read and look at that art. I believe that's Chris Panettiere art. And you could read this story right there on Earthling's page. So if you are of a mind, here's the link. You can read it and get a sense of what this guy can do. It's really good. And I mean, I think that was a great, smart move for Paul to do this. He's introducing an author that maybe a lot of us haven't heard of. I know I haven't, so I feel like I'm not going to presume what other people have liked or read or know. But for me, I've never heard of Luigi Mussolino's. I almost said Mussolini. That's why I'm not laughing at the guy's name. Just laughing at. I almost said Mussolini. So that's a different that's a different kettle of fish there. And he was smart to do that, to give everybody a taste. For some reason it struck me as Steve Rasnick Tem work had that same vibe. I got that Centipede Press Out of the Darkness, and that is a gorgeous book. If you've not, I feel like I'm digging through my books today a lot. And I don't know, but I put the link. If you guys want to go get it, the book is going to be available tomorrow, and it's going to be 75 bones. And there's going to be only 235. Signed by Luigi, Brian Evenson, Chris Panettiere, and R.F. Pangborn. So, but yeah, it was giving me vibes of Out of the Dark, Steve Rasnick Tem. And this is a huge book and loaded just with really, I say loaded and I can't find one. Really cool stuff, man. big, beautifully designed book. This is like this is the first Centipede I've ever purchased direct. Is that Death Bus? Huh, I never realized. Maybe that inspired Death Bus. What's the name of that story? Oh, Lovecraftian Denizens. And it's called Guardian Angels. That's pretty awesome. I did not realize. Um, this is awesome. And the stories are so wild. I mean, I don't know what you would qualify, or I don't know how you would classify Steve Rasnick Tem, but it is pretty wild and weird. Would it be weird fiction? I don't know. This is a gorgeous volume, though. And that story that I pointed to it like it's still up for you. The Luigi Out of the Darkness Lost Box or Last Box story reminded me of something that I read in that book. And so I dig it. I really like it. I don't know how many pages it's going to be. I know it's a collection, but I didn't see how many pages, and it's coming out very soon. And I just can't recommend it enough. Based on this, the book is already out with another publisher. I was surprised it was already published. Not the same. I think there's more. There's going to be more story notes. Obviously, Brian Evenson's writing a new introduction. Let's see what else is said. He did talk about that a little bit. The first ever deluxe limited edition book by celebrated Italian horror writer Luigi Mussolino. This collection is an expanded edition of the prior trade publication with 2 new stories and features an introduction by Brian Evenson. New story notes by the author, cover art by R.F. Pangborn, and an original interior illustration for every tale by Chris Panettiere. This is pretty badass. I'm really selling myself on it even more. It's pretty badass. So I think if you have the money and you're looking for an awesome edition, then you can't do worse. It sounded like so bad. You can't do worse, but and then there's also just to square off on Earthling business. There's also the song for the end of the world, Mia Dahlia, and I'd rather say Mia Dalia. There's music. It's a song for the end of the world. There's music to Mia Dalia. Just feels. I enjoy saying that. Apologies to the author if I'm saying her name wrong, but we're working with what limited function we have. Hey, Mitch is here. Yo, what's up, Mitch? I think that was previously by Valancourt. Yeah, I have the Valancourt pub of the collection, but haven't read it yet. Wish I had, so I knew if this was new limited hardcover was a must-have or not. Isn't it funny, Ron? What you just said there would not make any sense to a lot of people outside this community. You have a book you've never read. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people buy a lot of books and they don't read them all, but it's so common. We're like, I have it. I have a whole stack of Grady Hendrix books. Never read them. It's like, I mean, I did audio the one, and I think it was a disservice. I would not recommend the audio version of of Southern Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires or Killing Vampires. That book, the book club one, the story was good, but the way the vampire was read, because the vampire is a male, and the way the female narrator read him, it wasn't just her voice was not there, but it was the emotion, the flatness, just like a petulant teen is what the vampire sounded like. So I didn't have any real fear. I was like, no, whatever. Yeah, it's going to be very nice, very low run also. Yeah, 235. I know. 235. Yeah, I saw a post from the other publisher saying that they had already done it. Then they gave the heads up for the deluxe from Earthling. Twister Retreat only sent 3 of my 5 copies of Autumn Springs. How they handle it will determine if I buy from them again. Companies show who they are by how they handle mistakes. High hopes. Really? You bought 5? You're like, man, it's 100 or nothing. I'm spending $100 or nothing. I thought I was greedy getting 2. But I'm glad you did, man. I think they're sold out. Let us know how they handle it. I'd like to know if that just seems odd. You bought 5 and they got tired after 3, or maybe did they check to see if they refunded you? Maybe they had a 3 copy limit. It's very weird. I enjoyed the book. I'll probably pick it up. Oh, that's cool, Steve. Dwayne Nelson Jr. Got the CB today. Thanks. The CB? Mark, so glad they arrived. The CB? Are you guys going? You're going to do ham radio? I have a bunch of F. Paul Wilson. Got another signed copy of one today, but have never read him. I read one book by him, and it was pretty good. It was called The Return. No. I don't know. It was like Rosemary's Baby. The Antichrist was born. All my Rapture stuff is stuck in the snow in Charlotte, last I checked. Yeah, my Rapture stuff is hung up. It finally made it to Knoxville, I think. Mitch, your note made me laugh like a psycho. I bought one for myself and 4 for relatives for this next Christmas. Very cool. Oh, chapbook. Okay. CB. So we should normalize. I hate sounding like I'm trying to sound young, but we should normalize gift giving on Halloween. No, because then Autumn Springs makes sense, but they will have wanted to read it before Halloween. So how about we normalize gift giving on Labor Day? So on Labor Day, you give people a scary book. Let's make that a tradition. You gift people horror books on Labor Day, the first Monday in September. That way, they got something ready, lined up for spooky season. A lot of people need it. We don't. We are stocked, right? We are stocked for horror all year. But I think that's a good idea, Jeff. Spooky season gifting on Labor Day. We should do it. I received the new Attila Veres collection from Valancourt today, but Loki ate it. Oh, Loki, come on. Loki. That Rapture box was insane. My jaw hit the floor looking at those lettered and variant covers. Totally insane. Yeah, I didn't get my lettered yet. Speaking of Rapture, was excited to see that the new chapbook from Michael Marshall Smith, one of my favorites, ordered that one right away. Very cool. Yes, we have Rapture to talk about. I'm just remembering I missed a comment early on from you, Jason. So Barry from Gauntlet needs help promoting the Bradbury book. He mentioned he can't promote it because he spends too much time packing books. Oh, and he packs books like shit. I love it when clowns own themselves. I love it. Oh, you can't promote the Bradbury book. Oh, you're too busy packing your garbage. Whatever. I ain't going to be angry. You know, I ain't going to be angry. Who's Barry to me, really? You know, it's like I'm done with him. I have no skin in the game. I'm almost done with Cemetery Dance. I'm supposed to be getting their hardcover chapbook, My Scariest Stephen King Scene, because I got it because I wanted the Philip Fracassi. So I am a little bit on the hook with Cemetery Dance. I don't think they shipped them out yet, but I'll get that. I'll be done with them too. Again, I was done with them after The Stand, but this will be Dunsies for real. This will be Dunsies for real. So, yeah. Mike, aren't those? Oh, yeah. I handed out copies of The Dark Side of the Room and Winter Set Hollow for no occasion other than wanting to be read. Yeah, no, that's great, Jason. I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do when you hear people are interested in reading a book and you have a nice copy of it and it's an extra. That's why I like having extras, because I know sooner or later someone's going to get turned on to Fracassi and say, oh, I missed out on this or whatever, somebody in the family, maybe my children grow up and they're like, all of a sudden, hey, this guy was the guy Dad always used to talk about, you remember Dad, that loud bearded guy that used to live here, and we had to bury him, but they might want to check it out. So anyway, you never know. I think that happens sometimes, and I always like when I can share these books I love. So I buy a couple. Cemetery who? Yeah, it's a weird. They're out of Baltimore. They're kind of new. Hello, everyone catching the first show live since the awesome Jeff Conwan. Hey, good to see you. I read your blog post on it. That was really great, man. I'm so glad you had a great time. Thank you for being there. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, so that's awesome. Oh, speaking of Jeff Con, there's only one copy left of Death Bus. Well, there's only one copy left at Rapture. Only one. So after that's gone, then I'm going to be the only cat in town with copies. But most of those copies are going to people who are owed copies. So you see how there's going to be a very small amount once this one sells. I don't know, Mitch, if you have any lettered. I never offered the lettered on my Patreon, Mitch. And I don't know. We could do that if you want to move them, because I didn't see it on your site, the lettered edition. But anyway, one Death Bus left. Although there are infinite number of universes, therefore there are an infinite number of Death Buses. And some versions might actually be good. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Mitch, it's my story, so I can be self-deprecating and weird about it. But someone should still buy it. It's got a Fracassi signature in it. So I got the letter Death Bus. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. A friend was given their own copies of The Butcher Boy and Bruises on a Butterfly. I'm excited to see how these books affect him. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yes, you mentioned that before. That's a 1-2 punch, man. That's great stuff. So there's this, but yeah, there is the Quality of Mercy numbered edition art print and numbered edition. Oh, international. Yeah, you have to divvy it up. So you guys got to go over to Rapture. I never bought a shirt. I probably should have bought a shirt. Death Bus. Look at all this stuff, man. Like, for real. For real. Like, all this stuff is, you could still get a Brother's Keeper. That is a great story. Man, this should be all cleared out. Meat Ship was awesome. Meat Ship was great. To Be a Ghost is gone. Resurrection is still available? Psh, man, people don't even know. Maelstrom's available. And this what right here. The 2-book bundle right here. Axum and Servitor. Cats. Not you guys. You guys already got all this. You know about that. But then this one's coming out, the Michael Marshall Smith. I've never read Michael Marshall Smith. I'm going to read Michael Marshall Smith. I'm not going to keep saying the guy's name. And is this shipping now, Mitch? Is this already? Because I didn't even get the ARC. So I would absolute estimated release date is February 23rd. Okay. So I'll be getting a copy, hopefully, and reading it for you. I like the title. And this guy, I don't know, he's got something going on. That looks like an upside down cross. So there's a little something vampire shit going on. Maybe he's a merciful vampire. That's the story I'm getting, right? You know, he's cruising around looking for people to be merciful to. Oh, I want to be merciful to you. You know, that's the creepiest thing you could probably say if you look like me. So anyway, I encourage anybody. I mean, Mitch is doing an awesome little business there. You know, I love these chapbooks. They're so awesome. It's just like it's like a. Do you like tapas? You know what tapas is? It's a small plate. You know, a little Spanish cuisine. You go and you're like, oh, I want to sample all these little small plates. It's like you eat nothing but appetizers. You know. And that's what this is. It's like tapas. It's literary tapas, not topless. That's a whole other sick thing. I mean, not necessarily. Whatever. The arguments in my head never stop. But tapas, literary tapas. Mitch has shirts, has to do shirts with the cover artwork. I just ordered the shirt the other day. That's cool. The shirt is very thick and of great quality. With all practice, Mitch's spawn get so, with all the practice Mitch's spawn get sewing the bindings on all his chapbooks, those shirts better be high quality. I would expect nothing less out of those tiny, swollen, bleeding fingers. You know, the thing is, Stephen Winehouse Jr., he lets them smoke. So, like, that reduces their stress. So they're as they're sewing, they got like a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. They're, you know, they're like, you know, they're going crazy, and they are very good at it. You know, doing those stitches, the Mitch stitch. Off the top of my head, I can only think of two other publishers that focus exclusively on chapbooks. Footsteps Press and White Noise Press. So Rapture joins great company. That third, Nightjar Press. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's a really cool thing. And then what there was a chapbook. Oh yeah, Death's Head Press did that for that Lansdale story, and then It Came From Beyond. Is that the name of the press? They did the very first. Their very first one was a Keelan Patrick Burke story, Distinguishing Features, that I thought was awesome. And then there's With Nail Press out of the UK that does all those like little specialty chapbooks. They did the Jaws one. They did the Cormac McCarthy set. They did the Krogland Vampire. Very cool. Those always are super tempting, and they're super cheap. Yeah. Hello. Also, I saw that Rapture shirt Tyler had on. Very cool, Mitch. Yes, you can get one. I don't know if they do skater sizes. I don't know what that means. Just try to make it up. I'm trying to market to Chad Lutsky. I'm trying to market directly to you. You know, there's the Rapture shirt. It's a little sad little ghost fitted sheet, you know. Oh, speaking of Ian Rogers, there's a book in the. You know what? There's a book in the Thunderstorm Clubhouse right now. Ian Rogers title. I don't know if you guys are clawing your face off to get at it, but I looked at it earlier and I noticed something else that was really weird at Thunderstorm. If I don't have it open, I'm going to be really pissed off. I had it up. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, right here. Yes. So, this weird, and I don't know if I stumbled upon it in error. I'm sure it's in error, but it looks like there's still 4 to Die For available. Black Voltage, print run based on pre-orders through June 30th. How is this available? I typed in Thunderstorm. My address bar here filled in the URL. So if you missed out on it, I guess you could maybe buy it. I don't know. But I thought it was long sold out because the number of copies was set by the pre-order numbers, and that was done a long time ago. But there's this, and then very quickly, I'm going to give you guys a peek inside the clubhouse. Shh. Shh. Don't say nothing. Just don't. Where are we at? Here. Shh. Look at that. It's going to be very quick. Very quick. You know what? I can't do it. No, I can't. That wouldn't be right. I can't do that. No, because it's password protected. I can't just do that. And again, Chad, cheers to you. Cheers to you for selling out Avondale Exodus. Cheers to you. Hello. Also, I saw that Rapture. Oh, yeah. Effing dying over here, Jeff. Do not die. I always forget about Withnail until they have a new release for me to chase down. They do really cool stuff. Shortwave, yes. Shortwave does chapbooks too. I love Shortwave. I would love to see Shortwave become the new Cemetery Dance. I would love that. Great guy over there. Like, that's it. He's the guy I want to take over for that scrappy new voices in horror. You know, how Cemetery Dance, in my opinion, started. You know, and then absolute power corrupts absolutely, I suppose. And now we have the twisted freak that is Chismar. But yeah, Shortwave, I really dig them. Thanks for reminding me on that. Yeah, the Cormac McCarthy chapbook. You missed out on it. I'm sorry. Yeah, skater sizes. Could be cached. Yeah, cached. Wasn't that last June? Yeah, I got on Shortwave Kickstarter. I got in on that Shortwave Kickstarter where you subscribe to all the books. I didn't do it. I looked at what was up and coming, and there's some really cool things, but some other things, and I'm where I'm at. We're trying to navigate the new world, 2026. COVID didn't kill me. AI didn't kill me yet. AI, Atlas AI, 3i Atlas, or whatever the hell that one thing, 3i Atlas, didn't come and smash into the planet. And then what was the new thing they were talking about? Oh, there's a new thing to be terrified of because 3i Atlas didn't do a damn thing. Oh, we're going to lose 7 seconds of gravity on August 12th, Jill. Is that a date that means? No. August 12th is okay, right? Just stay indoors on August 12th. We're going to lose 7 seconds of gravity, and they predict 40 million people are going to die. I'm not making this up. The internet made it up. They want us perpetually terrified. I refuse to be perpetually terrified. I'm not going to do it. But if we lose 7 seconds of gravity, we have popcorn ceilings in this house. Yeah, no, we didn't do it. We didn't want it. The house was perfect except for these goddamn popcorn ceilings. So when we lose 7 seconds of gravity, man, I'm going to take my shirt off and just gouge my back on the wall. Get that asbestos deep in my bestus ass. You didn't think I could flip a pun like that fast. But yeah, 7 seconds of gravity, 40 million people are going to die. And I wonder if we lose gravity, that doesn't mean we get ejected way up. We just start floating, right? You know, you just might just kind of like, whoa, my feet aren't on the ground anymore. Doesn't mean you're going to ascend. It's not Mitch's rapture. You're just going to kind of levitate maybe. But I don't know. And then my son asked, but if you lose gravity, do we lose the atmosphere? Because the oxygen's going to be kind of necessary. Good question. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I don't know what happens to the atmosphere. Anyway, that's the new thing. So just keep watching the news, and they're going to keep planting a disaster just on the horizon. And when you get there, they're going to stall a little bit. They push it out a few months until nobody talks about it anymore. Then they plant the next one. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when you think about it, how inventive humans can be when it's about, destroying people. Chad, it's the name of a neighborhood in Chicago. Oh, thank you. Also, I love that you call it Avondale, like it's some grit lit set in Middle Earth. Wait, what did I mess it up? Avondale Exodus. It's sold out, by the way. Did I mess it up? Avonwood. She's okay. I told everybody they'd hear you lamenting your marriage.
Okay.
I said it at the outset of the show.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I warned everyone. Avondale. Oh, Avonwood. Avondale. For Avondale! Then you hear all the, hobbits screech. Yay! Avondale from Frozen. Avondale's going to be the fan fiction I write. Avondale invasion, because what's the opposite of Exodus, right? An invasion. The invasion of Avondale. Yeah. I don't have the book in my hands, Chad, so I can't be held responsible. The Curse season finale. Yeah, right. It's Avonwood. Duh. Time the 7 seconds of loss of gravity to dunk for the first time. That is a great idea. So they said it's going to be August 12th. The poles are shifting, right? I don't think that means Polish people. I think it's poles, the magnetic fields. And when they pass over whatever, for 7 seconds, we're going to lose gravity. So the conspiracy theorists are saying, well, they're telling us when they're going to use an energy weapon against people and all this other stuff. It just kicks up a lot of muck. So I don't know. They didn't give me a time, Like, what if those 7 seconds happen at 11 a.m. when they told you they're going to happen at 1 a.m. and then they get the time zones mixed up? How can you figure that out to the minute to get to the 7 seconds? And it just doesn't seem like 7 seconds is all that long. I mean, I know I have friends who could tell me how high they can get in 7 seconds, but that has nothing to do with gravity. I don't know. I would just time it for things like, yeah, you slam dunk. What if you're in a pool? Or what if you jump off a mountain? Gravity's gone, or is it lessened? Is it lowered so that you can just softly float to the ground? I don't know. Avondale's the next town over. Oh, that's funny. We are safe in Illinois. Our governor generates his own gravity. That is he's a corpulent gent. You don't want to get high without gravity. You will come down as soon as possible, as soon as it's restored. Um, what was Tom Petty always warning us about? The waiting is the hardest part, but something about coming down. What was that other one? He was always telling you about what challenges you're going to face in life. This gives whole new meaning to the band name 7 Seconds. Who is the lead singer of 7 Seconds? Kevin Seconds. Oh, I haven't thought about them in ages. I wish I had some 7 Seconds to play. DRI, 7 Seconds, The Exploited. Oh, The Exploited. Waddy. Their song, Politicians. It is just, how can we, I'm not going to talk about things like that. I heard we could have a Carrington event from the Sunspots this week. So there's another disaster we can look forward to. Free fall, and yeah, no, it's fun. You got your choice. You can pick from any different aisle of disasters: biological, military, political, economic. Like I don't know if you saw my newsletter. I wrote about AI. Going on LinkedIn, I have a friend who became somebody at Amazon Web Services. The guy's a great guy. He's a really great guy. Awesome. I loved working with him. Great guy. Full stop. And so he was working for them. I don't know if he's still at Amazon Web Services, but they laid off 16,000 people. Highly qualified, highly talented creatives. And they were all laid off. And there's no doubt in my mind it's because AI has given Amazon some efficiencies. And wow, why do you got to feed these meat puppets a salary when you could just feed information into this machine and get it a lot faster? So 16,000 people were let go. And then I see all these people talking about AI, and they're still licking the boot. Oh, AI, how we need to get along with AI and how we need to figure out ways to streamline our jobs and this and that and all this shit. And it's like, you are so, oh my God. Anyway, AI. I don't need to relive that newsletter. I wrote it. I moved on. First thing I thought of was the band 7 Seconds. I still love that stuff, man. Always will. Yeah, you got to always love that stuff. And it's not like it didn't age well. There's some music I look back on and it didn't age well. I have 2 discs somewhere. I bought both Scatterbrain discs. And I can't find them anywhere. I'm so pissed off. But some of that music just doesn't age that well, and you're kind of like, okay, I see why I was into it, but it's just not that great. But that, I don't think there's anybody on the planet who couldn't be improved by the punk spirit, by the critical thinking, independent-minded punk spirit. If you can look at any piece of media and think with your own goddamn brain and not accept whatever is just fed to you, you're a fully fledged human being. Congratulations. The world's going to be a lot more painful for you, but you have a fully functioning brain. And it's just, yeah, I mean, it's almost better. You see the Matrix and you see that guy who sells out Zion. It's a weird name, but he sells out the city, the only real city in all of humanity. He sells them out because he's like, I'm tired of living in the filth. Just give me the beautiful lie. Let me eat this steak that doesn't even exist. I don't care. I'd rather have a beautiful lie than a horrible reality. And there are a lot of people that do that, man. There are a lot of people that are like, you are morons for wanting the truth. The truth is ugly, it's got teeth, and it's just going to suck your blood. And there are some people who are just like, no, I don't want to live any other way. And I think that's the punk spirit. And I do think people lose sight of that because they feel like their team won. And therefore, they could put that critical thinking to sleep. And you're just a fool if you ever do. You can't. I am playing my card right with a band hand. I just got moved to an AI development role. Oh, man. Can you do a poison pill and feed the AI a poison pill that just like unravels it? Like there was a Twilight Zone episode I loved where they whispered the meaning of life to people. They whispered in their ear. And as soon as somebody heard the meaning of life, they lose their mind because their brain could not handle that level of knowledge. So if you could think about something that could be summed up and so profound that when somebody hears it, they go insane. It's sort of like what Bird Box is about. Bird Box is a story about people who see this thing and they can't comprehend it, so it makes their mind go crazy. And the only people who can see it and continue to function are already crazy. And Mallerman said he got the idea because he had a teacher who told him, like in 6th grade, that the human brain cannot comprehend the infinite. And when it tries to, it snaps. And so he became obsessed with trying to contemplate the infinite and sort of testing that limit of his brain. And there is a moment where you feel dizzy. Like if you really sit there and think about living forever or being asleep forever or just the idea of forever, you get woozy. At least I do. It does test the elasticity of your mind. And what the hell was my point even? But anyway, so like, yes, if you whisper the meaning of life into this person's ear, they go insane. Well, do we have a phrase like that you whisper it to AI? It becomes obsessed with that phrase until it just blows up. I would love that. I mean, it's like a virus, yes, but something so because obviously when I saw that Twilight Zone episode and the people were told the meaning of life and they couldn't comprehend it, so they'd snap. It did make me worried. Well, is there a weapon? Is there a weapon of a collection? Is there a collection of words? And does it translate across all languages that you construct it so carefully you can assassinate someone's sanity? You just shoot it into their ear and their brain gets scrambled. If we had something like that, I would love to be the author that writes the book that feeds the AI that kills the giant. I would love to do it. I would love to do it. I mean, because AI doesn't even bother me as much as the people behind AI. That's what really screws with me. Who are the people that want this beast in existence? I don't know, man. It's some really awful shit. Subpress was selling slightly dinged and severely dinged copies of a Centipede book at the same price. Oh my God. They're great. Yeah, Subpress is great. I don't know what to say about Subpress. I keep missing the lives. RA, you are going to be getting your swag bag as soon as I pack it. Well, no. You're going to get your swag bag at some point after I pack it. But you're top of mind. I also have a card and stuff I was supposed to send you a long time ago. Trust me. No one feels worse than I do about who I am. We all know the answer is 42. AI, when will all cemetery dance books be delivered? Error. Brilliant. I love it. I love it. So AI could not even calculate when all the cemetery dance books will be delivered. That's brilliant. It would just fry itself. It would be like never, never. And it'll just be like, well, they said it'd be coming out in 2018, and now it's 2026. And it's just like, because Richard Chismar has single-handedly ripped a hole in the space-time continuum. Brilliant. Finally got here before the end, kinda. Yeah, you did. We probably got like what? Another 20 minutes. I just get louder. Ask AI this. At what time did time begin? See? Yes. Yes. When did time begin? It'll give you some stupid, trite answer, probably. Well, physicists believe time began. Actually, time began with the invention of the watch. People say time doesn't exist. There's somebody that said, I just saw this too, because they're trying to mess with everything is about subverting reality right now and bringing the whole thing down, crashing down, pulling the curtain. And somebody said that things that happen, I forgot what it was, but physicists have observed something with protons changing the past events. So they slip backwards in time and change things in time. Also, protons, when they're observed, they behave differently. All kinds of stuff about reality that makes you question your own eyes, your own thoughts. So it's pretty wild. AI is only as good as the people who create it, I think. Yeah, I know. And the people who create it are pretty sus to me. They're pretty sus. Just ask Beth and Colson. You're right. Don't sweat it, bro. Appreciate the opportunity to get Death Bus, even though I couldn't attend Jeff Con. You're getting a Death Bus. You're getting a Death Bus. For sure. No doubt. Yes, Beth and Colson will know. What all did I have to talk about tonight? Curious King has a release tomorrow for the next Hyperion book from Dan Simmons. Endymion. I don't know how to say that. Endymion. It's I will just probably keep saying that word as horribly as I just did. But here it is. Here is Curious King. Endymion. Public sale guide. So Tuesday, February 3rd, we have set up 2 links. So how to order, deluxe, lettered. There is no standard, apparently. So this is the 3rd book in the series. Hyperion, something, and then Endymion. I love Curious King, man. I love him. I think Anthony K is fantastic. And what he's doing over here is to be applauded. So if this is your bag, go get you some awesomeness. If not, I don't know. But so you have that tomorrow. You have American Psycho tomorrow. And you have A Different Darkness tomorrow. If I can remind you, A Different Darkness by Luigi Mussolino. And of those 3, for me, it would obviously be A Different Darkness. So that's cool. February 3rd if there is a February 3rd, because if you keep in mind, today's Groundhog Day, right? So we might go to bed tonight. We might wake up and start the same exact day over again. Learn piano. Learn how not to be a jagoff. Not that you guys have to do that. I have every confidence that the people who attend these lives do not have to learn how to not be a jagoff. So, but still, it is good to not be a jagoff. Inquisitive royalty books aren't my bag, but they have a crazy way of ordering. Inquisitive royalty? Oh, I get it. That's funny. Curious King. Gotcha. It's kind of went over my head for a moment. I've had, I've added some static to my inner engine here. I know you don't want me to refer to your beer as static, Mitch, but let's be honest. The radio up here is a little. You got to slap it to get it to back on to the thing. Oh, okay, yes. So Twisted Retreat. Where am I? Do I have it frozen in terror? No. I have it in my emails. Let me pull that up. No. Oh, yeah. This is just weird to me. And tell me if you agree, because I do wonder what's up with Twisted Retreat. So they're like Cemetery Dance title available now. So they took this H.B. Diaz book, they rebound it into this Twisted Retreat edition, which I think is going to be beautiful. I love what Twisted Retreat's been doing. And if you're somebody who's going to subscribe to any horror book, this would be the one. So, but they're always like championing Cemetery Dance. So I wonder if there's a relationship. Is there a person like, is Lisa at CD and at Twisted Retreat? Although I haven't seen Lisa, I'm drawing blanks on her last name. I haven't seen her. Lisa Lobel. I'm messing it up. I feel like I'm messing it up. I haven't seen her active on the Cemetery Dance pages. So I don't know if she's gone. But it's just curious, because this isn't the first time they've said, we have a new Cemetery Dance book. Training Bullets with the Devil was also a Cemetery Dance rebind. What else did they do that was a Cemetery Dance rebind? I don't recall. But there are a few. Anyway, so I was just wondering, just planting the seed. It's pretty interesting. But also, it says the January full box is available to order. One-time order. Oh, the full box. See, that's where I got it wrong. I messed up when I posted my video today. I went to look to see if you could still buy the Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre book only. You can't. The book only is gone, but you can get the full box. I should look up online. You know what you should do? If you don't have the Twisted Retreat edition of Autumn Springs, go look up on YouTube, see if anybody's unboxed the full box and see what's in it. And even if not, $54 ain't bad to get Autumn Springs. It's a beautiful book. I think they did a great job with it. So there, yeah, I think no matter what, even if you took everything in the full box and threw it out right after you got it, it's still worth the $54. Although I wouldn't recommend you. I would recommend you give them as gifts, or you donate it to your local thrift shop. You don't just throw stuff out. I don't recommend that. So, but even if you did, How about this? Even if the box came in the mail and the post office destroyed everything else in the box but the book, you still got a hell of a deal. $54. The Ian Rogers book was a CD rebind. Yeah. Well, Every House is Haunted? That must be it. I think you're right, because I have it. Yeah. Every House is Haunted. Not sure the full box is shipped yet. Yeah. So that would be what I would do. But if you didn't get Autumn Springs, this is your last chance to get it. If you need the link, I'm more than happy to drop it in there. Boom. Go have at it. Centipede is supposed to have Ringworld by Larry Niven ready for ordering this Sunday. Well, that's good. Thank you for giving the heads up on that. People are going crazy over the $125 art book. I'm sure I have it up. Do I have it up? Yeah. Yes. So I saw a comment on the book saying $125, like an oversized, and they were jumping all over this. The Art of Gervasio Gallardo. I'm just adding letters to the guy's name. Gervasio Gallardo. An art book. And it looks awesome. I like this art. I like it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I like it. For $125. Signed by John Cassane, who did the introduction. And it's 11 by 11. It's a square. So it'd be 11 inches by 11 inches by 11 inches by 11 inches. I do all this thing. Yeah. So that's cool. And then next Sunday, shipping. They took a paperback and gave it a sewn binding. They added some stuff. So they where are we at? Do I have it? Every House is Haunted? Yeah, I do. I don't know where my other Twisted Retreat books are. Yeah, so they added a dust jacket. They made it a hardcover. They did the boards, reversible dust jacket as well, and then end sheets, and then the signature right there, and then that's where you get Cemetery Dance Publications. Every House is Haunted. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of. And then Training Bolts with the Devil. So they do have a relationship with Cemetery Dance somehow. They have an inroad. They have an inroad there. So that's that. What else do we have to talk about? Wow, we're rolling through this stuff, man. Keelan Patrick Burke, Widows of Winding Gale is available for pre-order on Amazon. If you've not read it, it's my favorite Keelan Patrick Burke book that I've read to date. Awesome stuff. I love it. I'm partial to Irish stuff. I like Irish lore. So I don't pretend that everyone likes that flavor of literature or, reading, but it was my bag. I loved every minute of it. I gave away a copy at Jeff Con. It was the Jeff Terry PC copy. Jeff Terry, the JT in the designation section. I love those. I get a big kick out of them, but I gave it away at Jeff Con. So I forgot who got it. Whoever got it's a friend. The people in that room I loved them. And so I'm so happy that somebody got it that was close to me, at least in a proximity for a day. And I have the ARC, but if you've not read it, there are only, 500 copies. It's sold out at Earthling. Took way too long to sell out, in my opinion. And It's awesome, man. It's awesome. So I'm happy to see it get a wider release. So that's something to check out. I'm sure I've raved about Widows of Whitingale here many, many times. Oh, SST is doing incidents around the house. Do you want to look at it? I think you could look at it. Look at it. Yeah. Here it is. Look at this. Oh, it's advanced secret pre-order. Oops. I didn't know that, but I'll show you the art. Show you the art. If you've not read it, this is my favorite Josh Malerman book. My absolute favorite Josh Malerman. And I love Josh Malerman. And this one's my favorite. I could keep saying that. It's not going to get different. So secret pre-order. But that's imminent, I love Did I buy it? No, not yet. It's too many, man. Too many books. Too many books to buy. Earthling Press did a lettered on this, The Day of the Pig, and that was Cemetery Dance. Hey, what's up? What's up, Hans? Good to see you. Yes. Yes. Paul Miller did the lettered edition of On This, The Day of the Pig with the Cemetery Dance book block. I loved it. I love that idea. I should have gotten the book, but I didn't get the book. It was right as my buying freeze started, basically. I wasn't on the Suntub train, but I just didn't have 750. It was awesome. I won the Widows. Oh, yeah, at Jeff Con. It's on my TBR. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. So, yeah, I'm glad you got it. I hope you enjoy it. That's right. You wrote about it on your blog post. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So definitely read it, man. It's peak at Halloween, right? There's some books you just got to read in the season. And you don't necessarily have to, but I think if you read it around Halloween, you'll really wear the season. You'll really feel it. I ordered it. I loved Incidents as well. Yeah. That was really good. And I think, Josh Malerman can thank my Irish grandmother for all the spooky shit stories she used to tell, the ghost stories and stuff. This really hit that sort of thing. I love the complexities of the couple and their kid and how they are as parents, how they are as a husband and wife, how they are navigating all these things. It's a very, very good book. I can't recommend it enough. So, and I think it's very well received. I think a lot of people loved it. And it's gotten the most consistent praise since Bird Box. I think Josh Malerman, his career, I dig his stuff thoroughly. But I think a lot of people, in fact, Bird Box isn't even my favorite of his stuff. I loved Ghoul in the Cape. I loved Pearl on This, The Day of the Pig. Loved Incidents. I loved Inspection. It's a very wild story. I just dig everything the guy does. And I didn't read either. There's a few I haven't read. I haven't read Black Mad Wheel. I haven't read Mallory. I haven't read Daphne. I didn't read his nonfiction book. And it's crazy. There's so many Lutsky, Jones. There's some Fracassi, Malerman, Malfi. So many books that I from authors I love that I own. I just haven't gotten into them. It's just pretty crazy. Jason Murphy, I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you're around. I saw your video. Congrats on He also got a paper plate award, but his was for an amazing reader. I'm an unbelievable reader, which means I have no credibility, which is fine. I don't believe myself either. But he got 2 high-strung albums, man. I was so jealous. I wanted that box. I would have traded with him for those high-strung albums. Me and my kids are just getting into vinyl again, and I would have loved to throw on one of those or both of them. I would have played it here live. So, and then he could have demonetized my channel, or just for the episode, So, congrats to you, Malfi, at Park Books. If you're not aware of Park Books, I share this often, and I got this one in the mail. Where is it? I got this in the mail. This is We Should Have Left Well Enough Alone. It's a collection of short horror stories. I got it. It's signed. It's right here. Boom. You can buy it also right here. They have signed. There are 11 in stock. The Narrows, signed, 1 in stock. Come with me. This doesn't say signed. There's a signed Small Town Horror. So, signed 2 Senseless. 2 December Parks, but they're not signed. Anyway, you can pre-order The Hive. I don't know if I did. I don't remember if I did. But usually, almost always you can get them signed. If it's at Park Books, he has a relationship with the bookstore. And they're all here, man. The Night Parade, Black Mouth, Bone White, Ghost Written, Snow, Little Girls. Anyway, so I like this stuff. I love it when an author has a relationship with a bookstore, and you can pop in there and get something signed and know you're supporting an independent place, doing their scrappy best to stay connected. Oh, by the way, that Widows of Winding Gale wasn't an ARC. It was a PC copy. So it's not an advanced review copy, but yes, it is not a numbered. It is a JT designated PC copy. I really appreciate Jeff sharing where to buy these books. I'm lazy and too often order from Amazon, as embarrassing as that is. 2 reasons I don't want to order from Amazon. They don't know how to ship books. They started with books. They don't know how to ship books. They'll take a book, throw it in a cardboard box, 8 sizes too big. The thing will rattle around in there. It's not wrapped up or anything. It's no padding. That book will just ding every corner on its journey. So I don't like to buy from Amazon because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And also, they don't do signed books. If you're getting a trade edition and you want a reading copy, go anywhere but Amazon. Although I have another book for show and tell that I got on Amazon because it's the only place I could find it. And it's because it's the new Patrick McCabe title. Not that you guys dig it or whatever, but I had no idea this came out in August. No idea. Golden Grove. Look at that film noir cover. Patrick McCabe. It is not signed. It was shipped like shit. Miraculously, the corners did not get dinged. I didn't do an unboxing because I'm not going to unbox from Amazon. So it came out fine. There is like a mark on the page block, like right here. You can't really see it on the camera. And, that's unfortunate. But a hardcover Patrick McCabe new title, I wish I'd known about it because I follow the publisher that does Patrick McCabe titles, Unbound, and how I missed it, I don't know. Because I got Pogue Mahone. I got the ARC, I got the paperback, I got the signed hardcover of Pogue Mahone. And dropped the ball, man. I took my eyes off the prize. So I love that. I love that I got that. I'm happy to share it with you. I don't pick up everything by Malfi, though I always enjoy his work, but The Hive is a definite must-have. It sounds great. I know it does, and I have to check my emails to see if I pre-ordered it. I might have, because I even forgot I ordered We Should Have Left Well Enough Alone. Forgot about that. So it's one of those things where, just like Parnassus, if you're a Jason Pargin fan, John Dies at the End, Book 5 is available for pre-order from Parnassus Books in Nashville, Tennessee, and they have signed copies. It's the only place in the world that does signed copies. So I'm getting my copy from them. So should hop on that. Well, my back can't take this chair anymore, so I'm out of here. Have a great week, all. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Yeah, Amazon hates books. I got The Hive from Malfi. Want to try and get it done before I see him at the end of the month. Hopefully he has some early copies like he did last year of Senseless. So how did you get The Hive from Malfi? It's not out yet. So you got an ARC? I'm so jealous, Mike. I'm so extremely jealous. ARC, yeah. I wish I would have got one. I would have read it at some point. I would have read it. There's another thing I wanted to share. One last thing. This looks awesome. And I love it. But I don't know who else here is like me. But this is a Kickstarter for Clive Barker's Hellraiser Leviathan's Library. So this is all the Boom comic books from I don't remember, but I did collect all the Hellraiser comic books from Epic, and I got them in I got the hardcovers. Look at that. That is so nasty. That ripped dust jacket. I gotta protect these DJs. But yeah. So I collected all the Hellraiser comics. Oh man, this dog. And I loved all of his graphic novels like this. So this is coming out. It's a Kickstarter. It is launching in, I don't know. It's launching soon. I don't remember when it goes, but it'll have all the Boom comic, all the Boom comic issues of Hellraiser, and then some from Marvel. So if that's your jam, here it is. I can drop the link in the chat if you guys are interested. I love Hellraiser. And so, yeah, like I got these. Oh boy, did I bump that? Oh, no. Did I? No, it's all good. So, like, there's this. There's Dread. So it's a graphic novel of Clive Barker's stories. I think Dread was in Books of Blood, and Dan Brereton did the art, and I love it. Adapted by Fred Burke. So there's Dread. This one is the Marvel Comics Volume 3, and this one I got signed by Clive Barker. It came signed with an original piece of Clive Barker art. What's going on there, Mr. Snake Man? What's going on? It was also signed by Ted McKeever, an artist. Loved these Hellraiser books, man. Really great stories. Wild stuff. So I collected these religiously. And then, oh yeah, the very first one was signed by two of my two authors, Simon Bisley over here and John Bolton over here. So John Bolton and Simon Bisley. Great stuff, man. The Biz. Anyway, that's why I'm stoked for this Hellraiser Leviathan's library. I don't know who else is, but I'd rather share it with you to get it and not miss out. And then finally, I did a video on these, but oh my God, Mitch, the Servitor and Axum. Oh man, these are peak Rapture. Really hitting your stride, man. You're knocking them down. You're setting them up, knocking them down. I am here for every minute of it. Great stuff. So, cheers. Thank you all for being here this week, hanging out, chatting books. Go get some fun stuff because you're gonna need it, man. This world is growing teeth. It's always hungry, and we're on the menu, you know. But you can enjoy it while everything's still here for now. 7 seconds of gravity. Enjoy all of them. So anyone who's going through the storm, just know you're going to be better on the other side. I guarantee it. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next week. Hopefully. Probably. End stream, Jeff. See you next week.